Bani, I know one mobile, I'm over. Wow, to my channel, Bani, I know that one was a mobile, I'm mobile. So that were my. To my head, no, I do. You are to my wood, 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 you.
Okay. Welcome to the Print Devil Show here tonight. Please share the show. Invite others to listen to us tonight. I got leaders, former leaders from the community. They are here tonight and they want to speak to the people of Grand Gita County. They might be endorsing one of the candidates in the race tonight, and they will be, giving a reason and telling the people of Grand Gita County why they are making a decision on the show tonight. So please share the show here tonight so everybody can come on here and listen to our former leaders. Again, please share the show. Thank you very much. They are in the back. No need to waste the time here. I'm going to bring them on here now so we can start this 1 hour and a half conversation. Okay. We got the leaders here from our former leaders. They're going to introduce themselves. You've seen their names, but according to our protocol, they will tell you who they are. They will introduce themselves and they tell us what position they had in this community or the organization. Gentlemen, welcome to the Print Double Show.
Thank you.
And Williams, you mute yourself. You got to unmute yourself. Hit the microphone. You put your finger on the thing, then the microphone, the thing will come or yet hit him. I didn't mute you. You mute yourself, so you have to unmute yourself. That's what the thing telling me. I cannot unmute you. You have to unmute yourself. So let us go to the camera off.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Yeah, yes, we got it. Thank you. So let me allow you to introduce yourselves. The way you came, I got Quincy, Augustus, Paul, Jacob. Quincy.
Mr. Dawud, please, can I take this time to probably, lead us in a short prayer before we proceed? Can you do that, please?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let us pray. Nigerian, please bow with us. Lord, we thank you for gathering here today. We are here to talk about issues that are affecting our county, in both in Liberia and here in the United States, our community. Let's all, Father, bring peace in our community as we proceed, Father, to put the rightful person in place. We thank you, Lord. We bless you. Let the Holy Spirit lead this conference tonight. We bless you in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen, 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 amen. It's the first time, no, I think second or first time that we're praying on the Praying Double Show. So let me allow the guests now to introduce themselves. Gentlemen, if you got something in the back playing, you gotta mute it. I think it's on Cisco's side, or you have to mute it because it will interfere with the sound. So Quincy, you can go ahead. Cisco, one year he said when you talking.
Well, thank you very much, Prince Deborah. Thank you for having us tonight on your show. By the way of introduction, I think my name is on the screen, but I'm Prosper Quincy Rue. I am former president for the Putu Apoliabo Association and former national president. So we're here tonight to at least talk to our people, the Grand Gideon, in regards to the forthcoming convention, election convention.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Thank you, Prince Double, for inviting us on your show tonight. My name is Augustus Cisco Williams. I am the former National Secretary General for Pudu Apolebo.
Let's go to Mr. Paul
Thank
Wallace.
you, Thank you, Mr. Dower. It's a pleasure to be on your show tonight. My name is Paul Wallace Kegbe, former Vice President of the Graduate Association New England chapter, former President of the Putu Apoliabo New England chapter, and former National President of Putu Apoliabo 2014 to 2018.
Oh, okay. Mr. Jacob Y. Mack Senior.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dover, for giving me the opportunity to come tonight and assemble with one voice of the voice of Pudu. My name is Jacob White, my former vice president, honoring the leadership of Mr. Paul Kegbe, and I'm president here in Minnesota.
Oh, man, is in my former state.
Yeah, no, I tell you what, picking here, we always
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, I played too cold. I ran away from the cold.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
gentlemen, again, welcome here to the show here. We are in the campaign season of the Grand Jury Association in the United States. And in May, in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, in my state, people coming here, or Grand Juries from everywhere will come here and merge in the city to elect their leader. And they elect the incumbent president, give it maybe 3 years or 2 years, because the constitution has to be adopted here. Then they will carry the president term to 3 years, or they refuse it and will stay to 2. Or Otavio Gilmore, they are 2 in the race. So, gentlemen, ask you how your Chief Grand Jury Association, since you're being part of it, and how is it right now? Anybody can answer that question? Grand Jury Association 2-3 years from now. How was the organization? We had even though we had a pandemic, and then after that, you took us to 2 conventions. Then we had election. So how you guys see it right now? Is it making progress or is it declining? How is it?
quickly, I will come first. I think Grand Jury Association, as it is right now, it is in a very good, healthy condition as compared to a few years back. I understand, during Mr. Ewing time, there was COVID that interrupted. That was the same time myself, I was a president for Putu Apulevo. So it was a tough time for those of us that were in leadership. And so after you, the person that want to come, if they really handle it well, and or they didn't handle it well, that will be the determined faction for the organization. But I think as we are as Grenadian and the organization starters, I think we're in a very good state right now.
Currently, okay. So I was supposed to ask you a question first before we go ahead. Not a lot of my audience know the Putu Aporokin, what is about and what part of
Putu
the
Apolebo.
Apolebo, I mean, I kept saying Porokin, Putu Apolebo, excuse me. And what part of Grand Jide is the organization from, people in the organization? What part of Grand Jide? Which district?
Okay, let me come in. Putu Apolebo Association in the Americas membership are hailed from Kunabo Statutory District, and to be precise, from the Putu Administrative District
Okay,
in Grand
district
Jide
number
County.
2.
Yeah, District number 2.
Okay, Representative Marie Johnson area. Okay, that's good because I know, but my audience, a lot of people maybe don't know, so we have to make it clear, and they know that some people not that. My first time going to Grand Jury was 2020, 2021. So those area not well known by some of us. So thank you for Mr. Williams for telling us, giving us. So your organization, is this the concession of everybody in the organization, or just few group of people that are here tonight and coming to give us this message? Is it a general agreement?
Okay, before my president, my former presidents, and my vice president come up, tonight we are here as the entire Putuans.
Oh, okay.
We are here as Putu Apolebo, the voice of Putu. This is the voice of Putu that is here to endorse Edith Tanyino Poa, our daughter. So, I mean, we are together, and we have decided as leaders, former leaders, to come here tonight to endorse our daughter, our sister, our current president of the Grand Jide Association. Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. So you guys are speaking with one voice tonight.
Yes.
And we didn't even go into the question and Q&A side. In fact, and Cisco have already cut the show short tonight. So Mr. Paul, and Mr. Paul or Kebe,
Kekwe.
Kekwe. Okay. You've been the former vice president.
Oh,
Why you guys
former president.
former president? Okay. Next time you put your tattoos there, like you got a former leadership of. Okay. Then you put your tattoo so I can know. I got former president Paul Quincy, and then former president Paul Kekwe, and then Jacob Wama, you former vice president,
Yeah.
and then Cisco is the former secretary. These
Yes.
are all big. These are all position holder, big people in the community.
Oh
And
God.
yeah, so I mean, so this is a one voice thing. You guys can. Why are you guys endorsing Edith? Why? Is it
Uh,
because what William said? Because your daughter? What's the main reason? It got to be a reason, even though we know she's your daughter.
one of the main purpose here is we decided that at this time, Grand Jury Association, there have been some division within the organization that are gone far. And the last time Edith Paul was in leadership when she was vice president, or the former president of the Grand Jury Association came and called it. We knew at that time the whole Grand Jury was together.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that administration, there was a split within the organization, which up to now we are trying to heal. And since Ida came to power, she has made headway in working in that direction, in making sure that Grand Jury Association become one. Therefore, we as former leaders of Putu Apolebo and members of Grand Jury Association have decided to endorse her, looking at her strength. She's somebody who is very caring. She inherits decency, transparency, accountability. And since she took over Grand Jury finances, have been in place. There have been no miscalculation of funds within the organization. So therefore, before we go forward, I will have the former secretary, Mr. Cisco William, reading our position statement tonight that we as one voice from the Putu organization have agreed to endorse Edith as the next president of the Grand Jury Association.
Mr. Williams, if you have your position statement, I'll send it but anyway, you can just read it. I could, send it to me in box. I could put it up on the screen so other people can read as we go on. But you can still read it up here to us,
Yeah.
and that would be okay too because they will hear your voice anyway.
Okay. Let me see.
So you don't have to touch anything. Just read it up, and then forget about sending it to me before you put something and you go off track.
Yeah,
So
the problem. Yeah, I could read it right now, but it's in my inbox. I don't know. I don't know how to handle your system, but I want to get into my inbox, into my messenger, because they were the group, they where we are, so I can read it. But
okay,
if
let me
not, I
let me
can.
let me. I don't know how you're gonna take it. You don't have to iPad or something to pick it up.
Jacob,
Yeah.
do you have the
Yeah.
statement with you on one of your computers, because I only had a phone right
No,
now.
I have it. It's on my phone as well. I'm not to where the computer is. So
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah. So
Okay. I think, Mr. President, I think we will submit this statement. We'll submit it maybe at the end of before the show goes to an end. We
well,
will.
if you can go off, get the statement. You should have put that thing in copy and put the paper in front of you and read it. It'll PRC got and reading, man.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me go at the back. Be interviewing my
Yeah,
bosses.
you can
Be
go and
working
get
with
it
my
quick and
bosses.
come back because
Yeah.
we want to hear the position statement.
Yeah. I will
I
read
want
it.
to know who all signed it and
Yeah.
who all attested to that statement that will be read tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay. Let me go off the line.
Yeah. So, Mr. Jacob,
yeah,
well, but you've been here in the community and things. So you think the Grand Youth Association making progress? We should maintain Edith. I mean, that's where you're keen for. So, but I don't know if you can give us anything that you look at that Edith and been doing for the past almost 2 years, and that you encouraging the Grangians to keep eating, give her another 2 or 3 years. And will we see you guys on the campaign trail campaigning with Edith, encouraging other Grangians to vote for Edith?
yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dover. Yeah, it's a good question. And to narrate a little bit about Edith, the list is long. Edith is the person that we need in our community. She's not just a person, but she is a leader. She's a born leader. She's a person who we have to keep in the office. Beside Edith, there's nobody right now. And what I knew about Edith not just serving Grand Jury. She's not just serving Putu, which she is serving Liberia as well. Because I knew Edith, uh, I knew about Edith leadership when it comes to, I think the Autobus war in Liberia, and we went to New York when when Liberian got on the street to protest, and everybody was standing on the street corner. Edith was the one that put them in the street and held the protest before the American people could pay attention to Liberian. And
Okay.
she led the protest, and everything was successful. From there, they started calling her Winnie Mandela. So I witnessed Edith, and I knew Edith, a couple of things that she have done in the community so far. Edith
Okay.
is a transparent person, and she very integrity is so hard. So besides Edith, there's nobody in the race. So let us keep her.
Okay. So, Mr. Rue, the past year, because he got elected 2023 in Iowa, Des Moines. So, from James Uboti to Edith, you think the organization is on the right path?
Yes, as I said earlier, the organization is on the right trajectory with EDA and you know what administration. They've been doing extremely well, and as Mark said, EDA is not just not because she's from Putu and we're here as Putuan, but EDA is just a selfless leader. Everybody will admit within our community, anybody, every sectional organization that is having a program, whether you invite Edith or not, she make it her duty to, once it's in her reach, she'll be able to go there and make herself known. In that she will make a financial contribution, her personal, her own self, contribution towards that particular program or towards the organization. So she's have the community at heart. Quickly, before I proceed, I migrated to the United States during that time when Edith and Mr. Collins were running that campaign. That was my first time attending Grand Gilliam program, and I was in Worcester. So when she spoke there, I said, I think I never knew she was a Putuan, but after she spoke to the people, she spoke to us in Massachusetts that day. I knew that the Grand Gilliam have found someone that would be able to lead them. And so Edie have been doing exceptionally well along with her team during this time. They reached out across the aisle. She's a peacemaker. Edie have the track record of uniting people. Within our Sapo community, I think if you may recall right, the Sapo people were divided for 7 years. Edie initiated that program to be able to bring that organization back together, that will have the United Sapo Association today. So people like that, these are the people that we need within our community today. You see our Grand Gilliam community, we're divided. But if you look around, Edith is one of the person that everybody in let's say GGAD, they're free to relate with Edith, to talk with her. I think when Edith being in that position, Nigerian will always be together and will move forward better.
Okay. As we wait for Mr. Williams to get the statement, the position statement up, uh, or what's the sister name, or Salif? She says she's trying to get in. Okay, I'm trying to come on, help me up. Yeah, you gotta call my number here. Call my number, then I'll walk you through using iPhone. Once you got an iPhone, you gotta click on the link I sent out there, and then it will tell you copy the link. When you hit it, then you hit copy. You go to Safari and you open Safari on your iPhone and you hit it up and you put your finger to the search bar and it will say paste. You paste it and then you hit search. When you hit search, the whole string y'all gonna come up. You're gonna write your name that you want to appear, and then it will tell you enter studio, and I will see you in the back. Once you enter the studio, I'll see you right in the back. So, but if you had a Android, it will go to it's not hit it straight, carry it straight to the link, or iPhone, yeah, pass you all kind of bureaucracy. So just hit it and follow the instruction, and you'll be here, and it will put you on conduct Sally. Yeah,
Yeah, that's our queen. That's the
yeah,
queen.
the queen she's the current queen.
Yeah, she's the current queen.
Okay, yeah. All right, she's having issue coming on, so she coming back there. So we wait for the But one of the things that I listen to this both of all of you guys, either have this ability to unite people, either know how to settle dispute. But what would you say about to those who are saying that either don't have that to put the people together? The GGAD, as you mentioned, and the GGAA, she could not unite the people for the past 2 years. What do you say to these people?
Uh,
Yeah. I don't think if anybody thinks like that, I don't think they know either well. But people are different, and people have their own perception of things, the way they view things. And within our community, we know how this Grand Jury organization came to be divided. So it is kind of a tough thing to be able to work it out, but I think she's has been doing well. A lot of the people, if the leadership has not come together, but a lot of people within the other area have tried to cross line to join the GGA, and so we know there was a court proceeding between the GGA and the GGAD, and all of those things are somehow difficult because there are legal process that are involved between the both organization leadership. So to be able to bring them together, it would take a little bit of time, but I think she's been working on it, and I believe after this convention, I believe you're going to see a big difference if we bring her back and make her president. We'll see a very big difference because she's not going to rest until she see this body, the biggest, so to speak, after EULA in the United States, the Grand Jury Association, to come back together.
Okay. And then again, most of Edith critics say Edith just keeping money in the bank. She's not using the money on our people back home, on like previous administration or predecessors. They took on projects like help our people that are scholarship, sending money to hospital, Memorial Hospital, and all that. So they keeping money in the bank. Because I listened to the campaign manager from Gilmore say she's just keeping the money in the bank. She's not spending the money on our people. Our people. What you guys say about those people who saying that either just keeping money in the bank? She even look where getting the money. She the money in the bank.
yeah, Mr. Dever, can I come in when it comes to
Yeah,
that?
come on.
Yeah,
Anybody can answer the question.
it's a good thing to save. Grand Jury, we had a lot of projects without a good project. How can you spend money without going there and having a clear picture of things before you spend your money? I think it's a waste. A lot of them been doing it and nothing came out of it. Get the money and spend it and even send it to their relatives and do a lot of things. So either if I believe you want to get a clear picture and know what we want, what's important for our community to before she spend our money. So it's a good thing to do.
Let me just comment.
1 minute, Mr. The Paul. Condot Salim, you hear us? You on, Jenna, you gotta put your camera on. You mute yourself. You gotta unmute yourself and put your camera on.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr.
Yeah, one of the main issues here is you see, the Grand Jury Association within America alone can develop Grand Jury without even a Liberian government involving itself into it. If we are united, we got a lot of Grandians here in the diaspora. One thing that is affecting us is the too much sexualism and When it comes to Grangidian, we are all Grangidians. But if we want to do that crank or start of leadership, where you want to operate with only people within your own secting, then it's a problem. This is why we ask leaders who come there to work in the center, have people involved from all districts, and we saw other leaders undertook projects that they didn't continue. Sometimes the project that they signed up for after their first 10 and their second 10, and you find out that the project did not materialize. And then where the money went to, it went in a breeze. So you want to put in money, you want to put money into something that will materialize for the people. And all that we're doing is for the people of Grangidia, not only for us in the diaspora. The people back there, they need it more. They need the money more, and they need this project so that for development purpose, for education, and for health purpose. So we have to undertake projects that will be beneficial to our people back home. We're not only taking projects because we want to do something. I think right now what Edith is doing, Edith is working with the past administration. The project that they undertook, Edith is following that project. The sport project, the project Yubote had there for the door movement. She contributed towards that. There was some deficit that Edith met there. She cleared all those out. And so I think she's in the right direction. And I think with her leadership, they are working in a timely manner to make sure that when they undertake project, the project will materialize. It's not only to undertake a project and then put a foundation somewhere, and then from there, the next president that coming to power looking different direction, and we have to stop these things, If we look at people, let's look at the community we live in America. If you start a project and your leadership is over, the next leadership should work with that project to finish it. It's not for the person that was in power. It's for the community. It's for the people of Grangidia. So Grangidia need bold leaders who are far-sighted, leaders who are.
You think Edith is bold? You think Edith is a bold leader? She's far-sighted. She can have the people job done perfectly.
Definitely.
And you talk about section. You say Grangidia loves section. So what will you say to those people who saying that they put to your organization, your section people, because we heard Mr. Williams saying she's our daughter. So what would you say when they criticize you? They could criticize you that you put your whole organization together, endorse your daughter. So the other organization too can come together, like Gilmore's organization, his people endorsing. So you don't think that it's the same section?
What
thing you talked about?
You can look at it from a broad spectrum. Our vice president is not from Putu. Our secretary general is not from Putu. If you look at Edith first term, when she was vice president on Temon Collin did not come from Putu. But at that time, I was president for the New England chapter of Grangidia Association.
We were from Red Side Putu, man. The man not far from Putu.
So he's not far from Putu, but he's not a Putuan.
Well, let me buttress. Let me
send in Mr. Host, Dubber.
Yeah, that rule finish.
All right, let me buttress to what Mr. Keba was saying. Actually, your initial question about if Edith is in the right track about the Grangidia Association. Actually, about the development, you said Edith is keeping the money in the bank. Every morning she look into the bank and see.
So that's why her critics.
Yeah, all right. You said that's
keeping
why
money in the bank. She's not
saying.
helping our people.
But what I wanted to add to that is that I don't think she's keeping the money in the bank, and just because we want to see the money growing for no reason. If we were admit within this organization, there were a few people that I spoke with from back home. They say, the main project, time immemorial, the only thing that Grangidia Association were mainly focusing on was the Mother Todman Memorial. Every time we talk about doing something back home is that Mother Thurman Hospital. At least when Fred came in, they brought in the market project, which of course was a good idea. But then later on, when the division came, the GGAD took that project, even though it's supposed to be for Grand Jita Association because it was a project for Grand Jita Association. But the GGAD took over that project, and I think they finished it. And James Ubote came without just focusing on our Mother Thurman. He started a different project and he initiated a footprint, which of course Edith has been working on. And this is what we want within government. And administration is continuing it. After you, there's another person that comes. And that person, if that person have a broader idea of what you've been doing and you transfer every documentation to them, they should be able to pursue that project. You understand? And this is what Edith is doing. I don't think she's keeping the money in the bank for the money to grow, but we want to put the money to where our people would be benefited the most.
Okay.
And now the generation back home is the youth, the student. I think with the nursing program at the college, I think Edith is focusing on that. That's another big project for the Grand Jita Association that are trying to undertake. And the sporting complex.
Yes.
Multi-sporting complex that is being brought forth. I know they haven't started yet, but that's another good thing. Our young people need that thing. I remember in Sweden we have that park, way back in going to the FE way there. That was a beautiful place where people used to go. So we need something like that, even more improved one in Grand Jita. So that's what she's not keeping the money from developing, but we want to put the money to where it will benefit the Grand Jitian the most.
Okay. Check out Jacob just use 1 minute for that
Yeah.
go to Williams to read the position statement.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams, 1 minute, let Jacob
The
go.
Prince, right in addition to what Quincy just said about the money keeping in the bank, Grand Jita is the oldest sectional organization in America here, but nothing we got to show for. So people come in with boastful spirit and acting that they can do things, and nothing is done. It's affecting all Grand Jita, no matter where you come from. So we have to come in the center to work together. And also, Edith is doing a bet. She's taking her time to bring people together. Without us being coming together, we can't do anything. You say one tree cannot make a forest. We have other people have their group, other people have their group, and walking individually, nothing can happen. So Edith taking your time, uniting us so we can work together, I think it's a good thing.
Okay. Mr. Williams, if you can grab your position statement now. I don't know, Condor Selly, I don't know. You gotta okay your camera and then put your phone on so that people can see you, so you can speak to the people.
Yeah, just continue with my guys. I'm trying to transfer this on my sister phone to read from there, please.
I think
Man, you're a
Conda
former teacher, man. You put teaching learn student in there, yeah.
I think Conda is on mute, Prince.
Yeah, she's on mute.
She muted herself. I didn't mute her.
Yeah, that's
Is
good.
she hearing us? Is she hearing you?
I think she's hearing us. She's on the
hearing
program.
us because she muted herself and her camera is not on. When she came on first, I was seeing her in the back, her camera on, because when you guys come on, you come in the back, I see her, and then I hit it and put you on the stream. So I'm not seeing her camera down here on. So, but okay now,
there she goes.
she's on. So unmute yourself. Okay, good. Introduce yourself to us and tell your position, please. Your
All right.
position in the organization.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Doba. My name is
Welcome.
Kanda Salif, and I'm the national queen for Putu Apoliable.
And what state you come from tonight?
I'm in Fargo, North Dakota.
Oh, okay. And how your registration going on there with the Grand Leader Association? You guys
Oh,
making
it's going
progress?
pretty well. It's going pretty well.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
We have a lot of folks registering, so we're doing pretty good.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Mr. President Rude and Wallets or Quebec.
Yeah.
This allegation, this allegation. If you're in the Grand Jury Association chat room, you're gonna see that there's an allegation against uh, one of the brothers talked about or leveled against Edith. That Edith was vice president of the Portable, and she allegedly embezzled money. Is there anything that you guys can talk to Grand Jury about that? Because I talked to Edith when I saw that, and she said she was clear. She wherever they did it, wherever investigation, she got clear and she got documents to attest to that. So as mean, you people been here in the organization, president, vice president, what can you tell grand jurors tonight about that allegation that were made against the president?
I think that allegation is misleading, is false, and it's a clear indication of how they want to tarnish a reputation, more especially that how people try to bring good people down. Edith is a great person. She's transparent, she's honest, and with those kind of allegation, it's definitely, I mean, definitely it's unacceptable to say that about Edith. The phone they're talking about, Edith was the one that stood. Edith was the icebreaker within that situation. Edith was vice president of the administration. There was issue, but there was no investment. In fact, I was the president coming in at the time Edith then was leaving as president and vice president in Putu Apolepo at the time. Edith was the one that turned over the check to me in the amount of $15,000. So under what circumstances are they saying that Edith invested money? There's no proof to that allegation.
But were there any kind of accusation or allegation made from the organization standpoint at any time?
There was nothing like that. You know, in politics, people try to fabricate people just in case, I mean, just because they want to assume power. And last time it was between the board and the administration. And because the board wanted certain money, what they wanted the administration to release, at which time there was no reason for which the administration could release that money. And so there was an infight with between the board and the administration. But either stood her ground and presented that money to the next administration before that particular administration could leave office. Because the board wanted to secure that money for them to keep it and then bring it in when the next administration come in. But before bringing it in, you know what was going to happen. You can just leave money with people. Yeah, you know what was going to happen, Mr. Dauber. Yeah. And so Edith stood her ground and said, no, the money is for the Putu people. I can't give it to him for the people. And so she was strong in our direction. She went to the bank, she brought the money, and she turned the money over to the next administration right in New England here,
To your administration.
to my administration. You understand?
So
And
these
so
allegations that just fabricated stories against
those are
the
just fabricated stories that got no bearing. And it's unacceptable to turn somebody's reputation in that direction. So there's no need for such a topic. They can find something else to
we
discuss. They
gotta
can find
ask this
with,
question
with
because
positive,
people will
yeah.
say these things, and our job is to get to the bottom of it. You president, former president, you and the check will turn over to you. So you are it's me coming from the house's mouth. We got it, and so these allegations, as you said, these are unfounded stories, and yeah. So I mean, people are listening because my sister conflict just said, "Wow." So that lie again. These people need to stop all this. Wherever
They
she
need
said,
to stop. They need to
because
stop.
these allegations been going on in the chat room, which I think was just this week, Monday or Tuesday. We saw it come of when I brought her, I didn't want to read that because the person was condescending, so I didn't want to read it out there. But I mean, thank you for explaining it to us. I'm not part of the organization, so the
But
allegation out there.
every member of the Putu Apolebo in America will attest to you that there was nothing such as either embezzling money. From one administration to the other administration, that whole process was transparent. Either brought out money forward, it was turned over. In fact, they raised a lot of money during either term as vice president and president, during Isaac Canaan and either term as president and vice president of Putu Apolebo. They raised a lot of money. They raised a lot of money. We had a misunderstanding within the Putu organization at the time, but before that can happen, when Putuans were unified into one accord, they raised a lot of money. And they undertook series of projects.
Okay.
And so the remaining money that was there was $15,000. And it was the end of their term. And at the time, the board wanted to have their own power over the administration when it comes to the money. And Edith Stewart Grant said, no, we can't turn the money over to the board. We need to turn the money over to the next administration. And she brought out a check. Not a single dime got missing from that check. And so people that go in and run to tarnish her reputation in that direction are misleading. They are false. They should stop it. It's unacceptable by the Putu people.
Okay. Thank you. And I think Brother Quincy talked about the split in the organization that Edith helped to bring the party together. What role did she play in there?
Well, I know Putu people were divided at one point. The same part where Paul was talking about. That's what brought the split. But the people that Edith brought together were the Sapo from Sano County.
Okay.
And the USAA. They were divided to for another 7 years, and Edith mediated between them for them to come together, and they came together to become one community. But
so she's
also
a peace broker.
Yeah. Also within the Putu community, she also play a major role to see us together. You see us sitting here together tonight is because of she was one of the person also, even though she was the one that were in the spotlight, that being accused, because people in our community, when they see your lights trying to shine, they want to dim it, and then they try to put a little dent into your corridor. And nowadays with the internet, every little thing somebody say, nobody want to investigate anymore. As soon as they hear that little thing, they start to run with it, and that's all. It start going from one mouth to another mouth. So as the president, my senior president was saying, there was a little tussle between the administration and the board, and individuals on the board. Now the entire board got aggravated, and they wrote a letter.
Yes.
Posted that letter on the internet, and when everybody sees that letter on the internet, they think, "Oh yeah, this is what happened." You understand? But after,
was the letter about Edith?
Yeah, it's about Edith, the administration, how they misappropriated the organization fund, and as Paul was saying, Edith was the whistleblower because there was some things that was not clear, and she said she disliked what was going on. She brought it forth to even the board, and that's why the board tried to capitalize on to be able to take the fund and keep it. So she said, no, we can't give it to you. Even though I said this, something is going on that is not right, that doesn't give you the right to take the money and keep it. The money should stay with the administration, and it will be turned over to the next administration that are going to take over, which of course that happened. Paul was one of the person that really worked in the organization too. I want to give him a flower. He's here tonight. Paul he drive from here during that conflict time. He would take people everywhere in his car and driving them for meetings, and sitting on meetings, try to negotiate for these things. To
that get to Mr. Williams. You got your statement?
Yeah, Mr. Doba, I'm sorry, I can't read this statement because I want to get at the back and read, but I don't know whether it works.
Can you? What do you mean when you want to get to the back and read?
Like I go to my messenger and read the statement from there because I don't have second phone yet. It's not possible tonight.
Right.
I can we will submit the doc we will submit this statement to the Grand Judea website, to the chat room for everybody to
You
read it.
forward
So
the statement to me. Let me publish it over here.
okay.
You
Oh
send it to
yeah, I
me. I
can
can
do
post
that.
it. That the
Yeah.
technology can allow me to do that. Madam Chair Lady,
If
Mhm.
what,
you,
you tell us now why
if
you
you can
want us to
send it
go
to me
vote
too,
for.
I can read it if that's work.
Okay, yeah, send it to
I
Mr.
think
Room.
I
Mr.
think I
Room
got
can
the
read it.
first two paragraph of that position statement. The first paragraph.
Go ahead and read the first paragraph. Lee will get a little
Okay,
synopsis
yeah,
of it.
you read from your point there,
Okay,
my
so
man.
I said it. I was trying to read it up, but I was late before the show was starting. So endorsement statement from the voice of Putu. We have come together tonight on this famous platform to introduce Grangidians, to introduce to you, Grangidians, our beautiful daughter, Ide Tajnapoa. Ide carry a decency, I mean, transparency, accountability, and professionalism. I just stopped there, and then the second paragraph, I was trying to read it before we started this program. So that's all I got right here. But I mean, we have come together in one accord as
Yeah.
Grangidians.
Ali, we got a little bit of idea on what you guys wanted to, tell us. Is that you came to endorse the current president, Madam Salif, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's sister. You got anything to say? Some you came late. You got anything to say?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm at work and I'm having trouble getting home.
No.
Um, yeah, so um, I mean, Ida Poor is the way forward for this election for sure. She is someone that we can rely on when it comes to our finances. If you range that at the history, social, if you look at the history, it's always money problem with presidents. Always money problem. Either somebody eat some money or money missing or misuse the fund. It's always money problem. And since she has taken over this organization, we haven't had that problem. And for one time, the Gilmore was on live and he was talking about either keeping money in the bank, and she's just keeping the money in the bank. Yes, she will keep it in the bank. This is the thing. She have to finish up what the other leader started and didn't finish. She has to finish that up. She cannot just go there and leave the other project undone and then start her own project. Then we're not working together as Grand You have to be able to take over the next person project. She had to pay Djibouti debt, all the debts. She have to pay all of that before she can do something for herself. I think when she finish his project, then she can execute her own project. And when it comes to accountability, she's excellent. And another thing, transparency, she's excellent. She put a system in place that Grangian money is safe. And nobody is messing with Grangian money, which we can just put our hands up and like kudos to you. For once in Grangian history, that money is safe. And another thing somebody was saying, oh, she lived in her friend basement. Ida Poor is a nurse. Hello. And Granjita are talking down on her, talking about she lives in someone. How can a whole RN? A RN cannot be broke. And one thing Ida does, she's not like the past presidents. She doesn't use like even the funds that she's entitled to, she doesn't use them. She her personal funds to travel on Grand business. She don't use her allowance. one of the good things that she's doing. So Grandita need to take into consideration of, you know, things that somebody is doing. When the person is doing good, let applaud them. Let give them their flower when they're doing good. She's been doing really good with the organization, mostly when it comes to transparency, when it comes to accountability. She's excellent in those areas. And now we want to put Gilma, I don't know, but some of the things there are a little bit shady to me. So we're here tonight to endorse Madame Poa, and we know she's an excellent leader. And as she been doing, we still do it for the Grangerin, and she will continue to preach peace among the Grangerin to bring, so people need to get their facts straight when they're trying to say things about her. So, right, accountability, transparency is either poor. So we're going for team put, who like it or not.
So we'll see the cheerleader on the campaign trail. We'll see you campaigning.
Of course.
That's the queen, the queen.
The queen, I mean, excuse me. The Queen Salif.
Yeah,
Yeah,
running
go
my
ahead,
campaign
Madam Sally.
here, and we're doing it on the ground, and we're
Stuff with a statement, but you made mention, you asked a question that what people say it is keeping money in the cover. I just want to throw light on that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Edith is not just keeping money in the cover. One, the Granger University, everybody knows that they were having a nursing program, and this program, because of some reason, it was not accredited. It was not accredited. So right now, Edith paid 9,000. Our administration paid 9,000 towards that program. And as we speak, there's a 40-40 container that is headed for Grand Jita County for the hospital. So it is not keeping money, just keeping money in the covers. But she's trying to observe which project she will appropriate some funds to, and what she's doing right now. And besides her own project, government is a continuity. So right now she is trying to work on James Ubuti project, like the park, the basketball court. So she's trying to modernize it or put it in the front of park, where when you go to the park, you'll see all of these facilities. Basketball court, maybe little football field, entertainment area, and everything. So these are things she's working on. So she's not keeping money. I just want to get that point straightened up.
You know, Mr. Dawes, I mean, just to a point,
Go ahead, sir.
yeah, like what Cisco was saying about the park and the further container. To tell you that Edith is a team player. Edith worked along with Mr. David Banto, who is now the who is now councilman for Upper Darby for Pennsylvania, was able to work along with Edith to have that 40-footer continue to go to Grand Chile. She's not only sitting down there and arguing with people and talking to people who would not deliver. Edith is going across the aisle to even organizations that is not part of the Grand Chile Association to work on the Grand Chile behalf to make sure we get other things that we can help our people with. You understand? And so, in sport bring about unity. You saw when the late Samuel Doe was president, when he built the SKD, what happened in Liberia? It brought people together. So somebody who want to unify people, they will go in that direction. That's why she's working hard to carry on the project that G. Wood started, by building the park, by bringing the balls, supporting the soccer team of Nigeria, and you saw what happened. So let us as Nigerians try to work together in one accord. It's not time. Other people were leader before for this organization. They don't want to work. Either it's a professional nurse. She worked. When I was president for this for Pudu Apodebo, I was working. I didn't depend on organization fund as other people did in the past. Don't want to work credit from organization, use the organization money, Brian playing up and down, saying they're going for this, they're going for that, and not accomplishing anything. It's about time that we use the money appropriately. But we the money was collected. You got people in America, our old people, just some of them, they work at places, 2, 3 jobs, they're making their contribution. Their hard-earned money that they're supposed to be supporting other family back home, they're putting it in this organization. People just take it and misuse it. This is unacceptable. It's about time we have leaders in place who will look in the eyes of the people and say, yeah, this is what we can do for our people. It's not about what we can do in Kunabo district or what we can do in Basan district or what we can do for Nigerians as a whole.
Okay, thank you. Let us pivot a little bit to this campaign. The campaign, we are, I think, 2 months or a month and a half away from the election here in Kentucky, Louisville. I don't know if you're in a chat room or you even know. You guys are five guys with a female here. There's a lawsuit. This lady who is Edith campaign deputy campaign manager, the chair lady, Michael V. Romeo Clark. I know you guys been here in this community for a very long time in the Grand Jury community, even in your community, in your organization. There's a lawyer that called Michael V from the other camp, Mr. Gilmore's side, his lawyer, threatened Michael V with some lawsuit. Since I know it's you, president, vice president, secretary, have you ever heard about this in your organization? What campaign time? Somebody questioned somebody. This allegation against Michael V from the other side, saying that Michael V sent a note out there, or voice message or text message, that Mr. Gilmore is involved in extramarital affairs. So he went to the lawyer to tell Michael V to retract her statement, or she's going to be sued. Have you guys ever heard in our community, in our Grand Jury community back home, and even here in the US, where somebody will take their friend to court because they said something, allegedly said this thing?
No, Mr. Doba, absolutely no. We haven't heard this, but that's where we are right now. It is very saddening to see somebody who is aspiring to lead this noble organization, Grand Jury Association in the Americas, to just because somebody said something about you, then you were about to, you in fact went to your lawyer to sue that person. It is sad. If this man takes over tomorrow, even when he mismanaging our phones, if we ask questions, he will threaten us with lawsuit. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's clear. Grenadians are looking. These are the people that are in the race. They are very beautiful people of ours, but their actions tells it all. We have to be very careful. Grenadians.
Mr. Rude, can you speak to that?
We have to be very careful.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted right now about the news. I saw it, I read it in the chat, but I just thought, sometimes there are a lot of crazy things people can be posting in that chat room that are not really significant. I thought those were one of those, but hearing it from you now,
no, it's true because the lawyer called Michael V, because I spoke to her, it was confirmed. Then Michael V hired on a lawyer too that wrote Gilmore's lawyer and said, start threatening my client. If you think my client did anything illegal or whatever, go sue her or start calling her or writing her. So these are confirmed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as Mr. Williams was saying, we don't need these kind of people to be our leaders. I think you heard from us when we were speaking earlier about, you brought up the question about allegation that with about Edith, and the individual that wrote that statement on the internet retracted the statement later on. But you think Edith was, you don't think Edith have the opportunity to go and go after that person for defamation of character?
Defamation of character.
She could do that. She could pursue that individual for defaming her character, but she never did. These are the people that we want to lead our community. Ain't no selfless people, people that don't have thin skin. If you want to be a leader for a group of people, you should have a thick skin. People will say all sort of things about you, and just to provoke you. And then when you hear it and you just jump on and want to take action, you're not ready to lead people. So it's kind of a clear thing now that Grand Gideon have to look between the lines and try to make a decisive decision come May, in Kentucky, so that we can vote Edith, to be our leader for the next. I know we will all be there, and we will vote for that 3 years extension period, because the time 2 years doesn't give people the opportunity to do anything much. And by the time you get there to sit down and try to move on, 1 year on, and before you start your own project, as we were just saying, Edith have to finish the initial project that was initiated by the previous administration, and before she can come with her own vision that she had as a leader. But before that time reached, then the time is over. What time does she got to really present a vision and make it work for her people? And so at least that 3-year extensive period.
So you're going to vote for the 3 years?
I'm up for the 3 years. I even wanted to be 4 years. At least we got more time to be able to
carry to 4 years right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr.
No, that's true. That's true. 2 years is very short.
You former president of your organization, the Putu Apollo. Have anybody ever sued somebody for saying, "Oh, Mr. President got Kefrain Osa"?
That was not happening in our organization.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was not happening in our organization.
So when you as your error, I looking at you, maybe you can bond that man as your error. If you meet that man, what would you try to tell him to withdraw that thing and stop wasting his time and run a campaign, have a thick skin?
Yeah. I think what he should do is to focus on the campaign. Focus on what he want to do for Granadians. Speak about positive things that will benefit the organization. Don't think got no room into this society. Whether that's his personal, that's somebody's personal affair, whether he got 2 wives or he got 4 wives, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the issues confronting Granadians today. And that's what we want to talk about. And that's what Ed is speaking about.
Thank you. Jacob. Man, you I don't know if you need chat, but the letter it was out there for the lawyer. You got anything to say about that before we go to the next?
Mr. Dover or Mr. Gimmer is not ready. Because he's in the race. He's running to be a leader for our session. So if he pushing the case that have no substance, I think he just want to create because we have this person that he said he trying to sue have is part of supporter. So they also bring a division in the organization again. So I think he's not ready. He's joking. So if he's not ready, let him drop off from the race. He cannot lead our union here. That's what I got to say.
Thank you.
We have to even
Mr. Former President, the person in the back want to say something to the crowd. You can put them on to speak out. This is a family show, though. And we're talking about GGA. So when the person want to come endorse either or come to Arab, you can just sometimes when I'm having my show, my daughter want to speak, I just give her the phone, the place she talk. So go ahead or Prosper.
Yeah, Mr. Double, I remember one time you have a lady here on your show from Gamer chapter, and she was talking about the eligibility of the aspiring Mr. Gamer, because even the way he sent people on the board, and if you can remember that lady, people that he sent on the board were not legitimate, from that chapter. So this kind of man who just clandestinely sent people to the board, I don't know how the board did their vetting that before they can accredit him to be able to run for the presidency. I don't know how they went through that process, because
No,
when I
that
was
the board. The
listening
board
that
got
day,
nothing to do with. We elected an election commission, and they can do all I want. Eric Tay is the chairman for the election commission. The board has nothing. The board, yeah, the Supreme Court. Anybody that issue the runs to the board. If they can settle it
yeah, but
in,
but
then they go to the
uh,
board.
uh, how do the board know that these people that were sent, because there are problem already coming from the chapter, that these people that were sent to represent the chapter were not,
Again, Mr.
from the
Rule,
chapter.
the board is like Supreme Court. The Supreme Court not going to go around look for cases. Somebody got to complain to them.
Okay,
Yeah, you got to
but so
complain to the
she
board.
was
Not going to go
just
around
talking.
can you
Let
stay
me
and
tell
say,
you,
"Oh,
I mean,
Mr.
so
Rule,
Mr.
please
Jabba,
sure you get case." You have
so
to
Mr.
go and
Jabba,
tell them that we got case, then they'll get in.
so Mr. Jabba, you're trying to tell me that these people were not well vetted before giving positions?
That's Mr. Rule allegation. I don't know. I've never said it. He said
No,
it.
no, no.
No,
I think
I'm not accused.
you
I'm
are
just
saying that you are saying that the board is like the Supreme Court because
The
I think
national board now.
the national board, yeah.
I'm just restating, what that lady said on your
What the lady
program
said.
last time. you know, I'm not in that chapter, and she
Yeah.
says I think she's the
Yeah,
vice
so when
president,
someone
acting vice
complain, I
president.
think when somebody complain and go to the board, then the board will look into the case. But other than that, if you not, in my horse here, I don't care, no complaint. Who will come? The police will think everything okay. People will think everything okay in my house until I can go and later complain. Then the
But
board,
you're
that's how the board come in about. So, but
okay.
yeah, so I mean, the organization, they stand with their daughter, they stand with the current president. They want her to get a 3-year term. Mr. Rue even said, I wanted to be 4.
Yeah.
Mr. From 4, now then we come in the middle of the month to be something 7, 8 years. But actually, they're going to make it 3 years. So after the 3 years, when either want to run again, she can run. And then she might be plus the 2 years she already, because they say when the constitution passed here, the 2 years either serve
It's
is
not
it's not
none
going to
of
be
what.
counted, not for
Yeah.
it's not going to be counted. So she can
Okay.
go back and run 2 times, and you can
Yeah.
run it 2 times again. So, but it's 3 years to me. What you just said, I mean, took 1 year running around with all that stuff, and the 2 years at least they can put the projects and things in place. So, but I'm enjoying Mr. Keba here. You got a lot of vast experience thing here in the conversation here is a good one. Nobody looking down on anybody here. So, and that's what we do in the community, But the organization, your organization, you want either to, and that's your right, though. That's your right. You want either to continue leading us. We should give her 3 years to lead our organization. That's it. So, I mean, all of you guys going to be on the
Yeah.
campaign again, campaigning, Mr. Williams. Well, I saw Mr. Williams in Georgia.
Oh,
Atlanta, Georgia. You're
oh
gonna be
yeah.
campaigning?
Next weekend we know we're having a big funeral in Philadelphia, and we will be there. We're going to be hosting a meeting there with other leaders, and we are as well meeting with the current president of the GGA, Madam Juan, to officially endorse her in person. And we will be having series of program here in New England. We will invite her, where she will be endorsed by permanent Grangeans here, not Putuans, but permanent Grangeans from all sectors.
Mm.
Okay, and so that's what we're looking at. We're not only looking at the Putu organization. And I want to use the medium right now to let you know that to speak to Granadians direct that there's a reason in which we want to elect Edith for second term. Take for example, We were not even on social media. During Ubode time, everybody was just on their Grand Guitar Facebook thing, but now we got a WhatsApp social media, we got this, we got Facebook account, and either is moving. You got over, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 person on this platform. I mean on the social media that either have created that go there and speak their clear mind. So it's not, she's not doing anything hidden. She's working right in the middle of Grenadians. She's not working for Putu people. She's not working for Kunabo people. She's working for Grenadians as a whole. And I want to ask Grenadians tonight to look in the mirror. Look at all the leaders that have come that have not done nothing for this great county of ours. This lady, our daughter, Madam Edith Tyner Poor, will lead on and will bring unity and will bring development to our county. And I feel that we should endorse her immediately without delay.
Like that immediately without delay.
Hey, man, I saw your man.
Yeah. And the sister here saying, vote either for second term. That's Bali D. Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah,
everybody on
so
the thing
as Paul was saying, it brought transparency to the highest level. You know, when the Queen was speaking, she touched on the transparency, how the transmitting of our funds, and at least it's not going to individual account or individual cash app account.
Thank
But
you.
the Nigeria Association has her own account. You can even pay your money through PayPal to Nigeria Association account. And so, we have our WhatsApp chat room where everybody can go and then discuss issues that pertain to Nigeria. So she's brought transparency to the highest level. Now everything is in the open, and we want to encourage all Nigerians to re-elect Elif Poa for another term and for Grand Jury Association presidency. Thank you.
Okay, gentlemen and lady, thank for the show tonight. As we boil down to closing, I would like to post a number here. If somebody has a question for anybody or comment, they can call and ask these fine people who just endorsed their daughter here on the show any questions. So the number was scroll down the screen there. Just look at that number. If you want to ask them question, you can call that number and ask them 952-200-8420. You can call the number and then I'll put you through and you can talk to them, ask them question, and they can answer your question. That's from Helena Mooney. She said, vote for Team Port. Kaufland from all the way Pennsylvania said, my Putu leaders are speaking. Folks, that one of your songs. Yeah, Kaufland. Or they will Putu. Yeah.
Well, let me. You talk about Kaufland when we have our little dispute, and there was a two Putu organization. Kaufland mediated. He was the interim leader, and that brought us back together. So that was.
Somebody saying happy birthday to you.
Yeah, today
happy
is
birthday to Brother Rule.
Yeah, today is my birthday. Today is my birthday.
Oh wow!
I I'm a half a century old. You know,
you get 1032,
my grow baby.
Listen, I mean, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
This Tuesday was my birthday.
See, you can't play with Marsh people. We
on Tuesday was my birthday.
All the Marsh people doesn't eat it, why?
Yeah. I think that's
there's a caller here online. Let us hear from the caller. Madam Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Conflict here.
Go ahead.
Good evening, gentlemen, because the lady left.
Lady is there.
Oh, good evening, lady and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming to tell us more about this woman. I did not know so many things that you guys explained here today. it just put me on more fire to. I just, the little I knew, I was on fire, but this one, you really put me on blaze. Actually, because how can we get such a person in our community and we don't even need election
Oh,
for it to.
no, we're not going to handpick. We need election.
No, I know. I already know that. God, but actually, we don't even need when it comes to Edith because and not to praise another human being just too much. But the woman's life she lives speaks for her. What there to argue about? But I gotta live some of the life you live. Speak for you. May the life we live speak for us. So our life we live in will speak for us, and I hear life speaking for Edith today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Don't cry. That my sister Conflet Dian from all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota side, Jacob and the lady in the same state of Minnesota. If you want to ask a question to the gentleman, please go the gentleman and the lady. Condor is still here with us. So you can call back. You can call 952-200-8420. This is the gentleman and the lady just endorsed Madame Idepoa, ladies and gentlemen. And they are from the Putu belt of the Kunamo area. And they all came, they endorsed Edith Taino Poa. They want to give Edith another term, the second term, re-elect Edith Poa, Edith Isaac, a team. So the position statement is it will not be read here tonight by Cisco because Cisco want to play his tip and nobody trying to play a tip on move forever, man.
Well, Prince, that position statement have been delivered already from everything we've been saying.
Yeah,
Everything we've been saying is what was enshrined.
I wanted
into
the
that
man to
statement.
read it. You know,
So,
But man, I read
Okay, excuse me, Java,
Yeah,
can you give me
Mando
the
Hakuski na
probably
issue with
the
people.
you got an email so I can send it here, and then you can put it on the.
We'll read our position statement next
we'll
time.
read it later
Okay,
because actually, if
we'll
I
read
had
it.
second computer, I would
Remember,
have done it,
but
but
Cisco
it's
when he
hard for
called,
me.
I don't know why I keep calling Cisco Vasco. They all used to go
You know,
Vasco.
you,
Cisco.
you know,
I meant Uncle V, friend.
you know,
Like
Java,
Uncle.
you know, Mr. Java, if my
Uncle
computer,
Peter, my big
computer
brother.
camera was not
Yeah.
working, so I was deciding to use the computer and then read from the phone. But
Oh,
because my camera on
I
the
mean, but
computer was not working, so I had to
what
program
Quincy just said, everything you said is in the statement. So
it.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely.
it's just like you summarize it up and put it out there for the people. That's it. But everybody
But,
got the statement.
but
Everybody
if you
got it.
heard it, we said we are the voice of Putin.
Yeah, the
And
voice
being
of
the
people.
voice of Putin, we represent all factors of Putin come together in one accord to endorse either tonight.
Vote
In as
Edith
much as
according
we
to the
are
Putu
in
people.
as
Vote
much as
Edith
we are
Isaac.
all we are put to in here endorsing Edith, but we're also Grandidian. And
Yes.
so we're speaking to our fellow Grandidian tonight to
You
see.
guys are Kunambodian, like the
Yeah,
host.
we're from Punaba district,
Yeah,
and that
like
the
the
Jida
host.
Mountain is in our area, so we cover that entire county.
Yeah, like the
So
host. The
yeah,
host.
we are the host of that
Yeah,
county. So
yeah. So you
we
see the
talking
other
to
guy
our
too,
brothers
Yakin
and
on.
sisters to come and in May in Kentucky. Let us re-elect.
I'll give you a 1 minute to close it up. So you will have your 1 minute or 2 minutes to close it up. So we'll start from Jacob. We go to the one who keep the secretary last. So we'll go to Jacob. We'll go to Quincy. We'll go to Mr. Kebab, and then
Yeah,
we'll
but,
go to we'll go to Williams. And when by that time our sister will arrive to worship, and we'd let her to make use of 1 minute. So let's go to Jacob. Jacob.
yeah, well, thank you, Mr. Dover, for the hard work tonight, bringing our voices together. We are here tonight to endorse our dear daughter Edith. And as we all said tonight,
We are saying the truth. We are not endorsing Edith because she is from Hutu, or we know Edith for what she's been doing in our lives, in the life of Nigerian, in the life of Liberian so far. She's a leader. So let us hold fast to Edith. We need Edith and she need us because she know what she is doing. She is fit to do the job and she can do it best among everybody. So we believe in Edith. Edith inherited leadership ability from her grandfather. He was the only great leader in Putu. I saw him with my eyes, Mr. Farid Stelo. I, I probably didn't call his name right, but a lot of people from Kunabo district know that puppy.
Yeah, Fali
So,
Stelo.
yeah. So Edith, I think she's just a woman in a man clothing.
Man
And
in woman clothing.
yeah, man in woman clothing. So a mate. He's a leader. So let us re-elect Edith. Let us give her a second chance. I can remember what kind of leader after a heated election and you lost the election and take your remaining phone and give it to the president that won the election to help him out. No one has done it in our community, even in Liberia so far. So Edith, she loves our people, and we believe that Edith will do something good for our community. So let us give her a second chance. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sadova, for having us tonight on your show. We hope and pray that this shouldn't be the last time. We look forward for coming back again and another time to come because the campaign period is on. And as you said, if we'll be on the campaign trail, we're already on the campaign trail. Tonight, the campaign is already on. We moving forward. We'll continue to preach and the good message for Team Port. So we want to encourage our Grandidian brothers and sisters, even those across in the GGADD, to come together so that we can rebuild our county and to move it forward. And the best way to do this, beginning from here in the diaspora, most especially in the United States, is to re-elect Idepoa, who is our visionary leader. We know, and she's been in leadership in our community. She started with even your own people, the Putu Apolabo. She served on a smart and intelligent leaders. She served on Isaac Connor as the vice president. And I don't know anybody who has spoken with Isaac, you know that God is a very intelligent person. She served on Mr. Terman Collins, who is another smart, brilliant man. So she learned a lot before even ascending to that position where she is. So there's nothing that people that are saying around her going to deter her from losing her focus. So even as we're speaking right now, we're talking about campaign. If the other leader is going to be there, oh, let me focus on my campaign, but she focused on developing our country right now as we're speaking. There are people in Monrovia ready for groundbreaking for the architectural design of the state of the art and multi-purpose park and the basketball and so many things, volleyball court, recreation complex, and all of those people are ready now for that groundbreaking process. And so we want people like that who are ready to work, and no matter what time of the day it is. And it is the person, once you place call to her, that you having a program. And before I leave, I serve as the vice president for National Sister Born Association under Mr. Jackson, and I Jackson Pine. I'm currently the membership committee chairman for Grand Jury Association in the England chapter. Moses Eric is my president. So every time we have this little sectional organization program, he places a call to either even the last day, if it is tomorrow, You say, oh, either we want you to come to speak on our program. You don't need letter or invitation to her. She will book her own flight and go there. These are the people that we want in our community, not people that are going to say, oh, can you pay my way? Let me come there. And she's giving enough to the community, and she wants to do that. Even if she goes to Liberia, every time she goes to visit, her personal visitation, she will use it as an official visitation, meeting with stakeholders, of Grand Jida County, meeting with the Grand Jida caucus and discussing issues pertaining to our county. So these are people, and this is the person that we need in our organization to be the leader. So let us come together and vote Team Port for the next election.
Thank you very much. Condot, you ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, give us your parting comment, man.
Okay. Um, Mr. Dober, I just want to say thank you for having us tonight. The Putuan on your platform. We're grateful for that. Tonight, I just want to encourage all Grangidians, vote for the right things. Vote for accountability. Vote for transparency. Vote for system, like good system put in place that Grangidian, everybody can have like access, you know. Vote for leadership that love putting people together, leadership that love unity, peace. Vote for that. Don't vote for somebody, oh, because oh, they will bring 30 Grandidian to America in. I don't know how that gonna happen, but yeah. Let's vote for Ida Poor. Ida Poor, since she took over, if she had more time, she would have execute her own project. But at this time, she using her term, which the 2 year is not enough for her to finish somebody project before taking on another project. And I want you guys to see reason to vote for her because she stands for the truth. She stands for transparency. She is a professional woman. She carries herself very well. She cares for people. Grange, you didn't have stopping for president. Ida Poa do not even use that. She used her personal money to travel on behalf of the organization. So people like that, we want to have them in our leadership to see change. Because Grand Judah Association, this organization been in existence for God knows how many years. And up to now, there's nothing like tangible has really been done except for the statue that Gene Yibote have up there. And kudos to him, he did well. But we need something better. We need something better. We need somebody that can execute more. And Ida Poor is that person because we trust her with our money. And I can be proud when people say, "Oh, she keeping the money in the account, money in the account." I'm happy because money in the account. Money is not missing, you know. So we like I give her credit for that. So if you criticize and say she keeping the money, yes, money in her account, she want to use it for the right reason. We don't just want to lavish it because we have it. No, we don't want to do that. So tonight I'm encouraging all Grangidians, let's forget about the sectionalism, you know, or because we change, so we're gonna vote for that person, or because we support or we put to we'll vote for that person, but vote for the right reason, accountability, people that is transparent. Vote for those people, and you will see Grand Judah Association will come back and be the great Grand Judah Association that we always want. So please vote either poor and asset to see grandchildren moving forward. I just want to encourage all grandchildren tonight. Think about it. Don't buy the all the different things that kind of shady out there. Try listen to our platform and see reason to vote for our daughter Edith Taino Poa for accountability, transparency.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Wallace?
Thank
Over.
you, Mr. Double. First of all, I want to say thank you. It's my first time coming on your show. I'm not usually on the social media on this platform since I left the presidency of the Putu Ako level. But occasionally I come on. And when I come on, I mean business. I didn't want to come on your show because we want to come and show faces. This is real. We mean business. It's about time that we as Grangidians put our mind together in one accord, one group of people from one destiny to work together. And the only person that can do this for us is Edith right now because she's a unifier. Edith will lead us to a noble destiny. Edith will do the right thing because she's afraid of people money. She respects her integrity. She's a home child. She's not just one of those that just woke up and say, yes, I want to be leader for people. She's a career woman. She got all qualifications that you can think about to be president for the Graduate Association. So she is at the right place. And why having her there? Why should we take her from there to put another person there? This is not a time. We should leave Edith there for the second term so that she can exercise her leadership ability in making sure that Grangidians get what they want. Those projects that you're looking for, it will come during her administration, during her second term. She has worked on the past administration project, she's completed it, and she's going to move on to her own project that is necessary for the Grangidians. It's not about her, it's not about us, it's not about the Putu people. We the Putu people who only came on because we feel that she's the right person. We the Putu people, we endorsed other leaders when they were there. We did endorse Tema, we endorsed prayer going on there when they were all president, me and them. So it's not about sectionalism. This is what I said. We want somebody that will lead from the center. And leading from the center is not only doing this because of your people from Bazan district or from Kunambo district, but you're leading Grangidians. And so if Grangidians are together and we are unified, we can do big things tomorrow. And the person that can do that for us right now is Edith. And I want to ask all Grangidians, speak to people in your constituencies, speak to people in your area, in your community. I will speak to the people in New England. In fact, we are gathering together in unison in New England to make sure that we endorse Edith, give her one big endorsement. You will see her when she come here. We're not joking with this. I want to ask all Grangidians, today, tomorrow, go to Kentucky. If you don't have transport, we will transport you. If you don't have place to lodge, we will lodge you there. We are organizing to make sure that Edith Tagna Poor, daughter of Putu, daughter of the Grangidians, become the president for the second term. And on behalf of my wife and myself, we 100% endorse Edith tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. This is the man who did all the connection, put all of us together here tonight, Mr. Williams. Go ahead, sir.
Inviting us on your show. Look, folks, all my bosses, my former president, my current queen, Her Royal Highness, everybody has said it all and done. I don't have nothing much to say, but we have come here tonight to introduce to you because some of you don't even know Edith. Because if you have known Edith, you will not go on any platform to denigrate her, to say negative things about her. But we're not going to hold you. These things you say on social media reflects who you are. We are very clear. The election is over. It's clear. But we have come here tonight to speak to the Grenadian, not only the voice of Putu, not as voice of Putu, but as Grenadian, we came to speak to the entire Grenadian. Let us vote right. Edith Power is doing just what we want for a Grenadian or for a leader to do for our people. She is very transparent. She is a unifier. She is a girl who is very decent. She approaches issue with decency. She's a selfless person. And I mean, she didn't see it. Her grandparents, her grandfather, Old Man Brown Fali Selo Kuya, was one of our greatest paramount chiefs of those days. And the way the old man led Putu chiefdom at that time in Kulambo district, everybody that followed, including Omen Kai Fale, everybody they follow suit that old man. This is what Ide is doing. Ide is a unifier. She a good person. She is people's person. She's down to earth. Let us vote for Ide. Let us vote for Ide for transparency. Let us vote for Ide for good governance. Let us vote for Ide for unification of our entire association in the diaspora and back home. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Ide, this is Ide Poa that we have presented to you tonight. You have heard everything we have said. The choice is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And from this show here, the knowledge too much. So when we analyzing GGAA in the future, I'll save your names on my thing. I'll call some of y'all so we can discuss those things. But wait a minute, the last speaker on the speak, we don't allow call, but the president is on the line, so I'll just open the line. Maybe she want to say something to you guys.
I'm here to just show. I don't know what is Jacob is still there because I'm not looking at the screen.
Jacob is here.
I know. I don't know if you guys can remember when I was arrested in New York and everything. So later on, when I got home, I decided to play. I watched a video about the war in Liberia, and then I saw Prince Johnson. He's like tango, like. According to my understanding, he was communicating with the American embassy. And I felt that, the government was involved, right? So I met with a team of lawyers, and they said we had an appointment to meet for me to let them know how I felt and the reason why I wanted to sue the government of the USA government for them. I said I wanted to charge them for being involved into the war and also to hold them responsible for the war in Liberia. And one of the reasons that led to that was, for those who were here a long time ago, when O.J. Simpson case with his wife, Irana Gilman, and when they died, the whole country was upside down and said, but when if two people die like this, if everybody going after O.J., so then what happened to all our people back home? The people, some of them were beheaded, pregnant women, the war was just too nasty. So if U.S. can participate in, I think I should be able to sue this country. So that's why I met with the lawyers, right? And Jacob on this stage, he came from Europe, and my brother. So I said, Jacob, come and take me somewhere. I'm going to go meet some lawyers. When we met with the team, explained to them, they were excited. So, okay. They started searching things out. Then they said, okay, we're going to give you this form. Take the document and get a lot of Liberians to sign the paperwork because it can't just be you to do this. So I went there. I said, okay, Jacob, put your signature on the paper. You want to just be the first. Jacob said, Edie, who's going to sign this paper? You're going to sue the government? that's the joke I wanted to share. So check this out. I'm going to participate in that person. Please say, either you full of trouble, man. I said, what? I actually want to sign. And at the end of the day, I didn't really get the signatures that I needed because people really wanted, and I meant business. For real. The amount of people that are in our country.
And
I was not successful to win the lawsuit with the country, but I think we can all be successful to carry on development. We can all be successful to hold together because Liberia is a small country, but now let's focus on Grenada that our country is very, very small. And with the amount of congenius we have, we can all make sure our county become one of the best counties, that other people will see our example and be able to do similar things in that county. At the end of the day, Liberia going to be one of the most developed countries around the globe. I would like to extend special thanks to all my brothers and of course our queen, for taking the time. And I would say on behalf of Team Port, we are glad that you all were able to come together and endorse Team Port. I say kudos to Puto Apodio and the Puto community, especially the entire Kunabo district, for you guys to be able to come up to say, well, this is what we believe. It is not about just Puto people, it's about the district. So thanks, and I hope people follow that. We are here to serve you, and we are very much focused on making sure that our county is well developed and people here too are taken care of. If only we can work together and put away our our differences and prioritizing peace, unity, and transparency to move forward. Thank you, Mr. Dover.
Thank you. Somebody say you must speak small Putu.
Yeah. Mr.
They say
Dava.
you must speak small Putu, Madam President.
Yeah.
Hold on. Somebody was saying something?
They say you should speak small Putu. You. Say your name. Say Nanya. You say what? Talk to you later, Madam President. We can say something here. What's the name of like Sivi Putu?
Mr. Dover.
That's a brother.
Just to add to what it is,
for us, so we can take this union to the next level. I guess it's not just enough.
No.
All right.
All right, Madam President. Mangina Matanya. The new thing, I'll crap that in there.
yeah.
You're trying to
crap
follow
it and
your
put it on Facebook.
Mr. Dover.
Yeah.
Mr. Dover, just to add to what he just said, I think that I was in the country for like a couple of weeks, and she took me without even getting my social security number. So I was like, what the trouble you bringing? I'm not in that place.
Look, I'm not going to get you social security. You go student, man. What's all the social security number? I
said, either what kind of trouble you want on me, please.
So, Cisco or Mr. Kebby?
Yes.
Mr. Wamak, Mr. Jeru, Madam Selif, Mr. Williams, they show is here. This is the ground people show. It says CNN. We're trying to chin in. We got my co-host say it was chin in. So we're thinking about it. Want chin in to some kind of thing. But we are here. Anytime you call us, the Facebook name Prince M Double, and y'all want to come and tell the people more in the future, you can do that. We got 2 months.
All right, I got one name for you. The show name Jida Rooster.
My man, what Jida? Jida Rooster.
He be crawling over.
Mr. Dava, when we get ready to organize, when we're hosting, we're going to invite the president here, Madam Poa, and when we do that, we'll call upon your show that we will give some information on what we'll be doing, how we run our campaign in New England.
Okay, we are here. Anytime you call, anybody can call us, and then we'll. So thanks.
We appreciate you.
Okay, thanks very much. We are here. Mr. Williams?
Yeah.
Anytime you're ready, you call me. You know my number, so call me.
Man, I know your number. Right now, like campaign time, we'll play with you.
Yeah, we're here. We'll answer you and answer everybody. Thank you very much.
All right, bro.
Again, this is the invitation is to both teams, both camps. Anybody call, anybody come, we can bring you on. The Gilmore side, the Edith side, the other Gilmore, the people who jump together, they want to endorse Gilmore. They can call us. We can bring them here. And these shows are going to be kept on YouTube. People can watch the YouTube. People watch the other side. So that's it. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Double, this is Tina Mane, the
How you
president
doing?
of Putua Podevo.
Oh, how you doing, Madam President?
Yeah.
The people are here. You're not called a gong.
Oh, so the show over?
The show coming finish, but we still get your former president, Mr.
Okay, but
Williams. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me just talk for
Talk
2
to them so
minutes
they can
here.
hear you. That's the current president. She's on the line.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to say powerful to my former and quarry leaders of Putua Podevo. Thank you for taking the bold step to come on to speak to our Grangians and speak the fact and support our current president, who is our own daughter, Madam Edith Tagnapoa. I want to say thank you for leaving all of your busy schedule. I should have been on the show tonight, but due to some important family engagement, I wasn't able to be on the show. But this is a campaign season. We will find another time again to come speak to our Grangians. All the speakers have said it all. We are not here for socialism. We are here to speak our Grangians. We only classify ourselves to be Putuan because that is session we come from. So again, to add on my speakers, on my leaders tonight, even though I'm not live on the show, I want to add on the appeal to our Grangians, appeal to our 3 districts that we come from in Grangida to see reason to re-elect Edith, because 2 years is not enough for a president to do a whole lot. And this leadership we carry on in our Grangida setting, all these organizations, is hard. It's very hard if you are not together. If you are not together, it's very hard to do development. And everybody have said it all. Edith came in existing with 0 balance. How are you expecting her to do development? I know a lot of my place call to some people, oh, you want me to vote for your sister? Why she have done? What do you expect Edith to do in 2 years? She came in with 0 balance. She came in with 0 balance. She tried her best generating funds. It's the time now, if we see reason to re-elect her, we'll give her the opportunity, all the funds she's raising for her to do the development, to have a touch mark in Grangida. So please, Grangida, please listen to her. I'm not downgrading Mr. Gilmore. I know he has his own leadership too, and I respect the fact that he came bold, and all his friends came up board to say he's running. Yeah, Grangida is big. We don't want wet balance. So I embrace his strength. But please allow us see reason to re-elect Edith. Edith did a great job for this organization. So to add on my speakers, I want to say thank you again for coming on. But I will set a time again on Saturday, and we're going to call you and keep talking to Grangida and to see reason. Thank you, everyone. Let God bless us all, and let God bless Grangida.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam President. We are here. Anytime you're ready to bring your group to, you can call us and we'll schedule something. So saying the link and you can come on live.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I will leave here. Thank you, Quincy. Thank you, Cisco. Thank you, Walmart. And thank you to my Royal Highness. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye. That was your president. I think you heard her voice. She was busy, that's why she didn't join you guys. But we'll see. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they said 200. What are 200? Taking money been from again. They not cool woman. She get money in the Iowa. My up there, boy. Thank you, Madam President. Well spoken. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to do it tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to have another open microphone. I was supposed to bring Cherry Droga tomorrow to see who he endorsing to, but he's kind of busy, so we reschedule it and we put it to maybe Monday like that. We are open for tomorrow. We are open for Sunday. So anybody that want to have your say, just hit me up. We can schedule one of those days and bring you on here and get you on here. And thank you, Madam President. Well spoken as on Vivian Wright, all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Helena Cole says they say $50. What that means, and Michael V, Team Bolt all the way. We are the winning team. We are the giant, the 80 day. We are the giant. We are the color eater giant in that song they used to sing way back then. That's Michael V's. Thanks for GSC. We're changing the name. Diritori and myself working behind on the scene to start changing the name. Thank you, our president. So from Gloria. And the Anthony DJ Goma. He said here, I guess I missed the show tonight. Yeah, you did, Anthony. DJ, you missed the show. Hello, Mr. Douglas. That's from the queen of the Grand Jetta people, Madam Thompson. Thank you, and thank you for watching and staying with us. Now we're going to go and play our theme song and leave you guys, but we will be here tomorrow by the grace of God. We want strength, energy, and so we can be here too, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we young, we can't get your master die out for woman. Then, Barney, I know that one will be a more will. One to my, and general, do I go? Barney, I know that I was a mobile. So that one my. You might know I do. You are